The night carried a sharper chill than I expected, the kind that slips under your clothes and settles somewhere deep inside. I wandered the familiar streets near the downtown bar, seeking nothing more than a drink and a quiet moment. Neon lights hummed softly, their glow reflecting off the wet pavement. That's when I saw her. She was laughing not with me, but with someone else. The warmth in her voice, once reserved for me, now belonged to him. For a heartbeat, I froze. My chest tightened, my pulse quickened in a rhythm I hadn't felt in years. Every memory we'd shared, laughter, late-night talks, the quiet comfort of simply being side by side, surged back, unstoppable, like a film I couldn't pause. Anger, betrayal, disbelief flickered through me, but none of it showed. I said nothing. Instead, I stepped closer and lifted my phone, steadying my hand. The camera captured her fingers brushing his. A small gesture, yet it spoke volumes. The connection we had once shared now belonged elsewhere. I didn't need words, confrontation, or accusation. The photo said what nothing else could. I lowered my phone and took a slow breath, letting calm settle into the chaos in my mind. My heart still burned, but I held it in check. There would be no scene, no public unraveling. This wasn't about revenge or humiliation. It was about facing a truth I had ignored for too long. I turned and walked away, each step widening the space between us. She never noticed. She didn't know that I knew. And somehow, that unseen truth felt heavier than any argument ever could. I didn't follow. I didn't need to. The moment had already carved itself into memory, sharp and unyielding. With every step away from the bar, I regained rhythm, steady, deliberate. The city moved around me. Car horns, laughter, footsteps echoing through the night. None of it shook my focus. If anything, it grounded me, reminding me that life doesn't pause for heartbreak. Outside a quiet cafe, I stopped, pulled my jacket closer, and looked at the photo again. It wasn't revenge, wasn't a weapon. It was simply the truth, unfiltered and final. And as I stared, a strange calm washed over me. No rage, no desperation. The fog had lifted. All the signs I'd ignored, missed calls, vague excuses, subtle shifts in tone, aligned now. I hadn't been blind, only hopeful. But hope couldn't rewrite reality. That night, I finally stopped trying. She hadn't crossed a line in anger or haste, but with quiet conviction. And I recognized that conviction by standing firm in my own. I slipped my phone into my pocket, exhaled slowly. No scene, no raised voices, no point to prove. The lesson was clear. Dignity isn't found in chaos. It is rooted in composure. I walked toward my car, each step intentional, each thought steady. She belonged to a chapter that was finally closing. As city lights shimmered on the wet pavement, an unexpected feeling settled over me. Peace. By morning, the weight of the previous night lingered softly. I didn't call, didn't demand answers, didn't seek closure. There was nothing to fix. The truth had surfaced, and it deserved acknowledgement, not resistance. I moved through my day quietly, following familiar routines, as if nothing had shifted, though everything had. Friends called later, unaware of what happened, chatting about weekend plans. Their light conversation felt distant like background noise. I laughed politely, responded appropriately, yet inside me, a sense of freedom grew. What could have broken me instead revealed my strength. The betrayal became a mirror, showing what truly mattered. I realized I didn't need confrontation to affirm my worth. I didn't need her remorse or explanations. All I needed was clarity, and I had found it. Days passed, indifferent yet manageable. I returned to routines, spent time with people who grounded me, and let the silence remind me of who I was before it all. Sometimes, her face drifted into my thoughts, a fleeting memory from that night. But the pain had softened. I was no longer tethered to her choices. I had walked away quietly, without spectacle, with nothing but a clear mind and a steady heart. In that stillness, I finally understood real strength doesn't roar. It moves gently with restraint and self-respect. I hadn't shouted, begged, or chased. I had simply recognized the truth, accepted it, and kept walking, dignity intact, peace unshaken, ready for whatever lay ahead.